Ready to eat your way through Lisbon? Welcome to one day of eating in Lisbon. Today, we're going to take you on a culinary journey. One bite at a time. Stay tuned as we eat our way through beautiful Lisbon in one day. Let's go! We've been to Lisbon several times and have enjoyed Lisbon's vibrant food scene before. We're only here for one day as we make our way to Spain, and hey, at the end of the video, check out the link to our next video, finding the best tapas restaurants in Seville's Old Town. If you like tapas, you'll love this video. So we're going to do our best to eat our way around this beautiful city of Lisbon in one day, and our goal is to hit breakfast, lunch, and dinner spots, but also to find as many other venues in the Old Town as possible. I think we found some pretty unique spots. So stick around to the end, because our plan is to hit 2 dinner restaurants. Yes, 2. And wow, was that a great plan. Alright, let's get started. Alright, let's start with a Pastel de Nata, a must in Lisbon. We're heading to Confeiteria Nacional, established in 1892. This is one of Lisbon's oldest and most beloved pastry shops, playing a pivotal role in shaping the city's rich culinary tradition and becoming a cultural landmark nearly 2 centuries ago.
Alright, so we have some Pastel de Nata. What do we have here?
Espresso.
Espresso? 2 espresso from this famous spot. Alright, it's a great way to start a day, and I can tell you, gray day like this, and it's packed. Big lineup to get in.
Morgan. So having a Pastel de Nata at a very old and treasured place in Lisbon. It's very good, flaky, delicious, sweet. Not warm, so I probably had a little bit better one at Belém, but still very delicious.
We just came out of the old shop. It's Confeiteria Nacional. I'm sure I butchered that, but Pastel de Nata was good. Wasn't as good as some others we've had. Should have been warmer. Espresso was very tasty, and it is busy, and it's now raining. But anyway, let's head on to our next food adventure. Let's get going.
Next stop, Bafanas at Solar de Madalena.
So here we are with what we think is the best bafanas in town.
This is one of Lisbon's most famous snacks, the bafanas. If you haven't had one of these tender pork sandwiches, you're missing out. We're at this local gem, Solar de Madalena, where these sandwiches are served hot, juicy, and packed with flavor. Don't forget to add a little bit of that spicy sauce, piri piri, for the perfect bite.
So, another stop, more great food. We had some bafanas. It's our favorite bafanas place in Lisbon. We've been to several others, let's say Otrevo. Good, but this one, it takes the cake. Solar de Madalena. Wow. So I hope you enjoyed that one. We got more stuff to come here, but that's a great stop. Something you got to do when you're here if you're doing a foodie tour.
If you're liking our one-day food trip through Lisbon, please hit that like button and come aboard and subscribe to our channel. We have lots of travel and food adventures for you to discover. And keep watching to the end as we reveal some great tips to help you with your Lisbon food tour. And we'll tell you our personal favorites. Next, we're heading to Portuguese, a port wine shop that's a must visit if you're a fan of port wine. Whether you're a connoisseur or just a casual wine drinker, they'll guide you through a tasting session, explaining the difference between the types of port wines and helping you find your perfect match. Trust us, by the end, you'll be a port expert.
We're in a little port tasting place called Portuguese. Of great. The owner is fantastic. He ran all through all the drinks with us. We had 2 flights, and we're feeling it. This is fun. Stop in here. Like, this is one of our next stops on our round through our one-day tour of eating in Lisbon. And you know, we're done our bufanas, so we need some port to help wash it down. But come here, friendly little place, really nice, and the port is good. It's good. We had a blast in there, and now we're going to kind of float our way to the next stop that we've got. And I think we're going to try to get to Time Out Market now. So let's get to Time Out Market and keep this day of eating in Lisbon alive.
Well, now we're off to the famous Time Out Market. This place is a paradise for food lovers, with dozens of vendors serving up everything from fresh seafood to gourmet burgers.
Right? Not busy at all. Of course it's busy. Whoa. This place is packed. We're not finding any seats, and we've been here for about 40 minutes walking around. All right, well,
That would have been a struggle.
that's too bad. I mean, that would have been a struggle even if we got food in there. But I don't know if it's because it's been a wet day and it's a Saturday. It's 3 in the afternoon, so you didn't think it was lunchtime, but that was just packed and we could not get a seat. So now let's hope our next stop works out better than that one just did and we get something to show you.
Now let's take a little detour into Lisbon's history with our 5th stop, where we're stopping by at Ginjinha Sem Revival, a small but iconic spot where you can sip on the famous Portuguese cherry liqueur, Ginjinha. It's sweet, it's strong, and it's an absolute Lisbon tradition.
The rain has kind of stopped, but it's been an ugly day, I tell you that. But have a shot of Ginjinha. Salud. Everybody says it's like medicine. It is not, is it?
No.
No.
Sweet and
Cherry.
cherry flavor.
Did you eat the cherry? Where's the
Not
cherry?
yet.
Can you see that cherry? It's in there.
Probably has a pit.
All right. Well, this is something you have to do when you're doing on your food tour, even rain or shine. And there is another one right behind me, right there in the middle of the screen. There's another Ginjinha famous place right in the middle of the screen. But hey, we're at this one. Go to this one.
And now for our first dinner spot and our 6th spot on the day is Arca Bistro. From fresh seafood dishes to creative presentations, this is a favorite amongst locals in the Bairro Alto area.
So we have fried shrimp with wasabi aioli or mayo. Okay.
I'm going to dip this into the wasabi mayo.
Okay.
If it's really hot, I don't know. You're going to see
I guess you're going to find out in
You're
a
going to see
second.
me like, it's really hot. Like oven hot.
And we just walked through a torrential rainstorm to get in here. Just to let everyone know, it was pouring to come in here. But how did that? Is this going to make us feel better after the rain?
Yeah, really comforting.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a...
Spicy?
No, the wasabi is very mild. Oh, wait a minute. Might be a little aftertaste.
Oh, okay. I can't say I've ordered beef tongue very much in my life, but I've ordered beef tongue with mashed potatoes. And fill me in on that one.
Sea bream.
Sea bream with, oh yeah, that was zucchini, right?
Oh, yeah. Sea bream with fried zucchini.
And a risotto underneath.
Yes. Sea bream.
Good?
Wow. Really lovely with a kind of a horseradish taste to the risotto.
Yeah, that looks good. I've never had beef tongue. It tastes like beef feet. Maybe not quite as tender, but still very flavorful. And the mashed potatoes, and then there's a mushroom. Wow, they go perfectly. It's kind of a charred mushroom. That's really good. So now we're ending our meal with some port, some white port, and some Basque cheesecake.
Okay, so this is Basque cheesecake, which the Basque region in Spain is very proud of. They say they invented cheesecake, and they say that New York copied their cheesecake. But we've had Basque cheesecake. It's light, creamy, and kind of caramelized or singed on top. It is really good. I'd say it competes pretty highly with Basque cheesecake from Basque.
All right, we just came out of Arc Bistro. Delicious. I don't know if you can hear us good because it's so windy. Just delicious. So, and the service was fantastic. So definitely something you got to go to. And as we continue our eating in one day in Lisbon, so we've got a little more room left, and we're heading out to dinner number 2 at some sensational Italian restaurant. So let's get going, and we'll head there right now.
To end our day, we headed to Liberta's Kitchen for a contemporary take on Italian classics. Yes, I said that. We ended our Lisbon food day at an Italian restaurant. But wow, this restaurant is amazing. The flavors are refined and the pasta is out of this world.
Tell me what it is.
Tagliolini pasta with duck confit and orange zest. Really looks yummy.
And if I could tell you what mine is, it's a pancetta on top of like a
Stuffed pasta.
yeah, it's stuffed. It's not a ravioli, I don't believe. And I'll come up with it. The name will be on the screen right now. But wow, if you like butter, you'll like this.
So this is tagliolini pasta with duck ragu, mushroom sauce, and orange zest. I'm gonna taste it now. Wow. It's really hot, really delicious, really very savory, with a hint of rosemary, and you can really taste that orange zest to really just tie it all together. Really creative.
Okay, pancetta on top, and the oils and garlic, and a meat stuffed pasta. And the oils are just glistening and just soaking into the pasta right now. And there's cheese in there, and you put wow.
Chocolate. Never too much. And we have the best. Voila. That's cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. Whoa. There's a coffee flavor, just a hint of coffee. The chocolate and the creaminess, and there's like a crunchy middle. Just a crunchy middle to it, like a biscuit. Wow, and the chocolate outer around and everything just blends in perfectly. All right, well, whoa, that was dinner number 2, but wow, thank God we did that. An Italian restaurant here in Lisbon, Liberta's Kitchen. It's just off of the Liberty Avenue. Oh, spectacular.
So now let's go over some quick tips to make your Lisbon food journey much smoother. How busy are the restaurants? Do you need reservations? Well, It can get crowded, especially in the touristy area, so booking ahead is a smart move. And how to get around in Lisbon. This is probably our #1 tip for doing anything in Lisbon. Use the metro. It's your best friend here, super affordable, quick, and easy to navigate. It's your best friend for getting around Lisbon. And one of our best moments for us was definitely the bafanas at Solar de Madalena. It's such a simple dish, but the flavors just blew us away. It's our #1 spot for bafanas in Lisbon. Some of our personal highlights, aside from the food, are the neighborhoods. Alfama is an area you just can't miss, with its narrow streets and amazing castle, and also the Bairro Alto neighborhood, with its cobblestone streets filled with the sounds of laughter and live music. The colorful streets here are lined with hidden gems and cozy eateries. Hey, and check out our Bairro Alto video to get more in-depth look at this diverse Lisbon area. And if you're wondering about must-do activities, well, we'd recommend checking out our favorite lookout, the Miradero de San Pedro de Alcantara, perched atop the hills of Lisbon, offering breathtaking panoramic views of the city with the majestic castle and the winding Tagus River in the distance. What a beautiful skyline.
What a way to end our one-day trip through Lisbon on our eating adventure. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now we're off to Sevilla to check out the food, the tapas bars in Sevilla, and see what we can find in the old town. So check out the link to that video at the end here. It should be right here. But hope you enjoyed this. We had a great time on our one-day trip through Lisbon for that culinary experience. Until next time, happy travels.